traveled to Brazil with Renato and Michelle, and we really saw the magnitude of the need that the Casulas were trying to meet there. And we kind of approached Renato and said, we don't see how you as one person can possibly meet all of these needs. You really need a team of people to come around you to meet all of these needs. And at that point, it was really just still sort of a vision casting and just dreaming what God would do in that community. And the focus was really on one community. But to see the way that God has opened so many doors to expand into other communities has really just reinforced, I think, the initial vision that the Casulas had. And it also is really shows the professionalism and the passion and the dedication that the current board and other team members have really made to this mission and to this organization.
We not only saw the great need, but we also just were really convinced of the opportunity that was there with the connections that Renato had, and just that God was really in it. We stayed connected with Jacob's Well after we left the board for several reasons. One is just relationship with the Casulas. We believe in what they're doing, and we saw what was happening, and we believe in that too.
Barry had been to Brazil several times, and in 2014 was the first time I had been able to travel to Brazil. And our hearts really connected with the people there and the ministry there. And when you have a personal connection with the people that you are serving and actually can start to build a relationship with them within that community, it's just so much easier to continue to make that investment. And even if we couldn't physically be there or even physically remain on the board for a variety of reasons, we're still very much connected to this ministry and love to see the outcome of those seeds that were planted, so many years ago.
Yeah, for us, even though we're no longer on the board, it's just completely in our heart to still support this ministry. We believe in what's being done over there. We've seen the fruit of what's being done over there. Just people's lives changed. I mean, people that had absolutely no hope now have a reason to hope, both in Jesus and also a reason because they have hope for their kids and for a future. And they don't, they're not just sitting home all day, being depressed and drinking and whatever else, domestic violence, all kinds of things happen in that environment. So when you're able to step in with such a small investment monetarily and have such a huge impact on so many people, it's really, of all the ministries we might give to, I feel like the return on this one is the greatest.
Jacob's Well is truly a sustainable mission and a sustainable ministry. The more opportunity that we have to give or to serve or to partner with organizations, we're really looking for partnerships that can really show that what they're doing is really involving the people, involving the community, not something that we're doing for you. There's a place for that too. There's a place for relief efforts. We certainly get involved in some of that too, but Jacob's Well is truly sustainable because it involves the community, and the community members are invested, and they sort of take the ball and run with it. And we really believe that organizations that are really going to be sustainable, especially as we're moving into a future with so many unknowns, financially and whatnot, that organizations like Jacob's Well are really where we're going to want to put our trust in. There's a certain trust that comes from seeing the success of that model actually play out.
And really the model is, if you look at the history of missions, there's been so much giving, without teaching to fish, and that did not work. And so to see not just Jacob's Well, but a lot of missions organizations are now making that switch. Jacob's Well has done it beautifully. And it really, I think it's an example for a lot of other people that want to do missions, a lot of other organizations that want to do missions well in a way that when the missionary leaves, that all the good doesn't just disappear. So yeah, by setting a monthly donation, it really gives Jacob's Well and their leadership, they know what they can accomplish just kind of at the base. This is what we can do because we know we have this money coming in. So that's a big part of their ministry. Then as one-time gifts come in, things like that, they can do additional things. But they can't, they can't really move forward in a new community until they know they have that monthly support, that the next month they're going to have that. Although I do have to say, knowing Jacob's Wells, the Kasulas and others, they do trust God completely. But still, it really makes their job easier, more fun, and more profitable to just have that consistency.